Hey, Dream Trippers! It's KickAss Kylie and the amazing Jeff Ross, and we are just a little tiny bit, we're ridiculously excited because we have just got off our major, mic drop industry disruption announcement with Mr. Mark Smith, our owner and CEO. And so we wanted to just real quick jump on, and I know it's crazy o'clock. So I was up at 2 a.m. for the call. I know Jeff was up at 3 a.m. for the call. Massive shout out to Trish from Tassie, who was also up, Sue Cooper. We've got Maria McGrath. I think there are a bunch of us Aussies on. It was so great.
That's
and a
crazy
massive welcome as well for our beautiful soul sister on the other side of the world, Celestina. So great to have you on too, babe, and really excited for what's possible. So, Jeff, I know that you've been ugly crying happy tears with the announcements. So I'm just going to do a real quick recap in less than a minute, just for those of you who are watching this on the replay in our team Facebook group. So our transformation trip that up until 90 minutes ago was $5,000 per person to attend. Well, our transformation trip has just been transformed because Mark has made this incredible announcement. So there's a couple of parts to this announcement. So the first part is that we have just formed an alliance partnership with a company called IX Global. And they are an education platform with tens of thousands of members. And what that's allowing us to do, as you all know, we've recently launched our Plus membership, and that is so that we can have transformation trips where you can go on a trip that has a training on a specific niche. So basically what this is allowing us to do is basically create these things called travel tribes, which is hilarious because us Aussies have been talking travel tribes now for months.
Prophetic.
I know, right? It's hilarious. So imagine being part of a travel tribe that is for health and wellness and yogis, and then going on a specific DreamTripX that's just focused on health and wellness, or just for vegans, or just for parenting, or maybe you're a golfer. You know, for me, I want to start the traveling mermaid trips, do mermaid adventures. It's just
horse riding, cowboys,
horse riding trips. If you're into horses, great, go on a horse riding trip. So we're going to have niching out the dream trips to take them next level. What's so exciting about this is each of those travel tribe DreamTripX, as they're calling it, you're going to be on a trip with all like-minded people who are all into the same thing. So if you're a horsey person, you're all going on a horse riding trip and you all love horses. Just saying, I'm not going to be on that trip. Bring on the mermaid trip, bring on the parenting trip.
Sorry to interrupt you, but I just had a light bulb moment. Hey, we can actually, we talk about as marketers nailing our niche.
Yeah.
All the time. We could individually go out there and own our
claim your niche. Absolutely.
The laptop lifestyle dads is coming to Dream Trips.
Jeff and I have been teaching people for years how to nail their niche and what are their 5 core branding pillars. Well, guess what? That's become your travel tribe to be able to literally get paid to travel and do what you love, which is insane. So that's the first part. I'm not going to go into any more detail around that. So then the second part, our transformation dream trip X to Cancun, you can now qualify for free, not 5,000 US, absolutely free. I am grateful beyond words. I've actually already qualified for free, not just a free ticket, but a free VIP ticket. So,
and you earned that.
Thanks, Dolan. Tier 1, who've already qualified, are those who've hit the rank of Voyager 10K or above, and personally sponsored at least one person. I can't remember what the time frame was. So if you are not yet a 10K Voyager or above, then hey, let's get you to rank up. But it actually is easier than that.
Hmm.
For all of our existing member and reps, so I know that we've got Sue and Maria and Trish who are up live on the call, and of course, Jeff, you guys, this is the easiest qualification I've seen in my life to earn a $5,000 trip. So for us Aussies, that's $7,500.
Gobsmacked.
You have literally just got to sponsor 2 people. That's it. They could literally be 2 standard members. You know what? Freaking go sign up your mum and your sister or your brother.
I did that last week.
Pay for their members. Pay for their membership, because that's less than what it would cost you to do this trip. So that is just mind-blowing that you literally just need to sponsor 2 people in the next 28 days. But here's the thing, don't wait for 28 days because there is only 100 spots on this trip. So you want to get onto that straight away. And we're here to help support you to be able to do that. And lastly, for our brand new peeps who haven't yet joined, when you join, you literally just need to sponsor 3 people personally. I would say do 4, because once you've referred 4, your membership is free anyway. So let's help you get your 4, and your group volume is 3,000. So don't get caught up in the details. I promise you, it is still super simple to do that. I've already shared a Facebook page on my post. I was writing it as Mark was doing the announcement. So feel free to copy, steal, tweak that in any way that you like. So essentially, Jeff and I are on that trip, and we want to help as many of our Aussies and our global team to be able to qualify for that trip as well. So that's okay, Sue. I think you're in the same boat as Maria. So not a problem at all. We can just get that put on. That's no problems.
Just a logistical thing. We'll sort that out. Absolutely.
And the other thing that I want you guys to realize is, like, with this promotion, you can easily get your 4, which is going to have your membership be free anyway. So
that's always our number 1 goal, right? So
100%.
just a bonus on top of it to go do it.
Absolutely. And remember to maximize. So we've also just got a pay rise, because now our new rank bonus, our weekly rank bonus, will kick in from next week, as well as everything else. And so to hit the bottom tier of that, it's 2 left and 2 right, which is 4 paying members. So let's all make that our bare ass minimum, that we help everyone in our team get their 4. That's then going to qualify you for all of the rank bonuses, for all of the new enhancements in the comp plan, and it's going to qualify you for Cancun as well. So much goodness. You get your free membership, all the great things. So basically, the first thing that we want you guys to do is do your social media post about how excited you are about the announcement. You can copy and steal mine, obviously tweak it to, put it into your words, but like really own this, declare it that you're going to be in Cancun. Like the flights for us here in Australia, it's actually only 3,000 Aussie for a return trip to Cancun. Like that is insane. Like it's so good. And this is the trip you absolutely want to be on. So you want to do a social media post, and also start thinking about who are the people that you would love to have on this trip with you, and personally reach out, have a conversation with excitement. OMG, I'm going to go to Cancun. This is a dream come true, and I want you to come too. Because who's not going to, everybody's going to want to do this trip, right? I actually did that with Kath, my beautiful bestie and travel buddy, and Kerry, my other beautiful bestie and travel buddy. I've already rung both of them and like, oh my God, you guys have to come to Cancun. I'm so excited. So they were pretty excited by that phone call. So who do you want to reach out to as your inner circle? Exactly, Sue. So how Sue even became a member is
free cruise.
I wrote our list of who were the top 10 mutual friends that we had that we want to take on a free cruise in 6 months. So we've rung Sue and went, hey, Sue. And Kath's like, it's Kath. And I'm like, hey, Sue. And it's Kylie too. And she's like, oh gosh, what are you two up to? And we're like, hey, what are you doing 6 months from now? And she's like, what? I don't know. What are you two doing? Like, we're going on a cruise in 6 months. Want to come too? She's like, I'm in. Like literally that was it.
How simple.
That was it. So now you can say, do you want a free cruise in 6 months? And do you want to come to Cancun? Like, this is insane. This is such a great promo. And then the other thing that Jeff and I are committing to do for our team, and I know our global leadership team will also be supporting this, is over this 28-day period, we will be running regular live presentations starting tonight. So it's currently nearly 4 a.m. here in Brisbane. Our first presentation will be at 7 p.m. Aussie time, Brisbane time, which is 8 p.m. for our southern state. Celestina will have to work out what the time zone is for you, but it's our night, so it's going to be your morning. So yeah, and I know we've got a bunch of our peeps who've been on the Whit Sundays Dream Trip that Mark just talked about on that call. We will also be getting some live presentations. It'll be a different presentation style, quite informal, conversational, very casual, very real, raw, authentic, because we know that's what works and converts versus a information overload, death by PowerPoint. We are not doing that. So it'll be the perfect call, one, to invite your guests to live, but we're also going to be recording that and uploading it to YouTube. So you've actually got an incredible resource that you can send someone the presentation, and then we'll do a live Q&A afterwards. So the first one is at 7 p.m. tonight. We don't need to give you the rest of the schedule, because for now you just got to invite to the next one. I know that globally we've got a bunch of presentations that us global leaders have committed to with the schedule as well. But you don't need to know about any of the others. For now, you just got to know 7 p.m. Queensland time tonight is going to be the next one. So, Jeff, I know that you have been crying happy tears. You've woken up your beautiful wife. Actually, Sue, let me answer that question before I hand over to Jeff, because I literally just had this conversation with Jeff earlier.
6 weeks.
How long does it take to get a passport? So in Australia, it's 2 months, and we are literally 2 months away. However, you just pay a little bit extra and you can get it fast tracked. So if you're traveling within 2 months, which we are, you can totally do that. Remember when I went into Santorini? I had a passport issued in 24 hours. That's a long story that we don't need to go into here. But don't wait. Like, remember, the universe conspires. When you take action, when you take a step, the universe conspires and brings it with you. So when you take action and energize this, so get onto it like now, jump online, fill out your online application for your passport, print it out, and go freaking lodge that sucker tomorrow, because that's energizing this. And every step you take, the universe will rally support tenfold. So
that's a perfect segue. That is absolutely perfect segue into this conversation. Because, guys, I committed, like when we first heard about this transformation trip back, a month ago now, 6 weeks ago, I committed then and there on the spot. I declared even that I was going to be there, regardless. I've had conversations with Kylie. I've been visualizing the reward, getting there, being celebrated for the fight that it took to get there. And I've been on a game plan to raise an extra $30,000 between now and December, like source that income. So that's why I've been in massive hustle mode, doing my own thing. And that was all to go to Cancun. But like, this is why I'm in ugly tears, right? Call it God, the universe, whatever you want to call it. When you declare something like this and you visualize it, and this has just gone from my head to my heart in this whole process, because I've known about this, but actually applying this and actually committing to something and actually, see it come to fruition. Sorry, I get all emotional. It's just beautiful. And God is good. Like, the universe is good, whatever you want to call it. For me, Christian man of faith, it's God. He has answered my prayers. I didn't know how I was going to raise that 30K. But like, I am the top of my game right now, that everywhere I've ever been. Like, I am just kicking ass and taking names. And I just feel like this, and I said to Sarah this morning, I said, like, everybody else be damned, I'm going to go to this trip regardless. I'm going to be there, but I want to take everybody with me too. But that's their mission. They've got to find their way to get there. I'm going to be there, and I really feel like that God has just delivered 4 races in a pack. This has just been laid out for me, and here I am. I'm declaring, I'm taking it, and let's go. And by putting that out there, by actually working the plan and actually going blind faith, God has just rewarded me and said, "Oh, you don't have to work so hard now. because I've just basically taken 50% of the cost off to get you there. And, like to earn this trip for free, like it's like I was prepared to, put $20,000 on this trip to get Sarah and I there, flights and everything included. So now I'm going to have to probably source $9K, and I've already got that coming in. So like, done. I was there if I got to pay
Jeff,
for it.
just on that, right? So that's a 5,000 US trip, which was actually 7,500 Aussie. So for two people, that's $15,000.
And then flights on top of that.
Been wiped. Now, here's the other thing, guys. This is an all-inclusive trip. So it's going to cost nothing once you get there. And on the way there and back, for those of you who are priorities, we have VIP airport lounge passes. Like literally, you just got to pay for your airfare, and everything else is covered.
And I've been on 3 amazing dream trips already in the last 9 months. And I just feel like this is just going to put them to shame, and it's just going to be next level epic. Yeah. So like, yeah, I'm there. Let's go. And then I want to take as many people as we can. I want us Aussies to be the biggest team there. So
you know how to bring the fun, and everyone loves us Aussies.
Yeah.
Celestine,
let's just blow that up.
Aussie because you're part of our travel tribe. Everyone,
I'll bring my koala costume. I'll bring it out. The koala was famous. It's got to come.
Everyone like wants to become an adopted Aussie when the Aussies go on dream trips. So given that this is our first DreamTripX, we have to bring the X factor. So
yeah, and look, and we have an international team too now. So shout out to all of our guys in America and the UK and across the board. Like, let's just go out there and be this as the opportunity where we first meet each other. Like, can you imagine the foundation that lays for the friendship moving forward?
Yeah.
Goosebumps.
Look, guys, part of our Plus Transform membership, we've actually been doing an entrepreneur mastery with the amazing Johnny Wimbury. And one of the trainings that we've received as part of that is, do you want to be an entrepreneur or do you want to be a wannapreneur? And so it's quite easy for you to be listening to this, and as amazing as it is, you could still be stuck in circumstances going, oh my gosh, but this, oh my gosh, but that. And so I just encourage you to put all of the logistics aside and look at what's the possibility that you can create. And I share that, and I'm going to be really completely real and raw and vulnerable with you guys right now. Like, as a single mum, like, I have really struggled. I've struggled financially. I can tell you right now, I'm behind in my home loan. And, that's not something that I want to share publicly, but it's my truth right now. Now, I could use that as an excuse, or I can go, oh my gosh, I need to be on this trip. I've got to build my DreamTrips business to the next level so that I don't never have to be in this financial space as a single mum ever again. Now, my 2 kids at the time of going on this trip are going to be 13 and 16. And I'm going to be leaving them at home alone to be able to go do this trip. Now, again, I can have that be my excuse that I can't travel internationally because, I'm a single mum with 2 kids, or I can have that be my why, that, those kids are my world, and I'm doing this to invest in myself and our future wealth creation and our business, because, I never want my kids to have to go through the financial struggle that we've been through the last 3.5 years. And, I know, Celestina, this is really raw to your heart too. There are so many single mums, and there's probably just as many single dads too, but I'm going to just talk mums for a moment because that's me. There are so many women who are raising their kids on their own, who are trying to do it all and wear all the hats on one income, and it's fucking hard. And there are so many women out there who are struggling. Like, I just feel like this is my time. This is my success story. You got the bigger the struggle, the greater the success out the other side. And I was in tears talking to Mark Smith last night when he was sharing this. And I just went, oh my gosh, I just trusted and I just knew. And this promo literally can help us 10x our business, all of us. And when you 10x your business, you 10x your income. And I know that I am completely financially free at the end of this month, thanks to this promotion. So this could literally set so many people free. And, you know, to all of the single mums who I just feel so called to serve, you know, I've always, you know, in the last 3.5 years, like it's been such a struggle, and I'm freaking strong and determined and tenacious, and I'm going to make shit happen regardless. But not every female that goes through this is, you know, has that same strength and resilience. And, you know, I was sharing with my beautiful friend, Celestina here, that, you know, my mission in life was to build DreamTrips, to create a foundation for single mums so that when adversity knocks them on their ass and they're emotional and their whole world's fallen apart and they've still got to look after their kids and figure out how the hell they're going to put food on the table and, you know, pay the mortgage or rent or whatever it is, you know, I wanted to be able to create basically like retreats, accommodation centers, you know, communities where these women can go with their kids and know that we've got them and that they're supported, you know, they've got somewhere to put a roof over their head. Like, you know, I'm just so passionate about that. And now with this, like with those travel tribes, you know, we can create a single mum travel tribe. Now, hey, insert your niche. It doesn't have to be the single mum niche. You know, when I wasn't a single mum and I was happily married, like the whole single mum thing used to do my head in. Hey, funny how the universe kicks you in the ass, right? And now, you know, I've woken up and that's my reality. And now I want to be able to pay that forward. So Sue, I've just seen you've put a message in there. I've thought about my niche. I know that you're in bed because it's like 4 a.m, but would love to hear what that is if you want to unmute and share, or if you want to share in the chat. Either or is totally fine, beautiful lady.
Well, you know that I have been the goddess of Google since forever.
Online marketing genius, OMG.
And yeah, like it came to me while Mark was talking that, oh my God, like, and I've always had that dream of traveling the world, teaching what I love. Yeah, so it's, yeah, mind blowing.
Yeah. And do you know what? Like, you're literally one connection from Mark Smith, right? You've personally met Mark Smith.
Yep.
But we are looking for trainers to lead trips. Mark's already asked me if I would lead trips. So, yep, you know, we have got such a game changer advantage. If there's a specific, you know, everyone has a genius gift. We all have a genius zone. You know, for us to be at the forefront of this right at the very beginning, you know, go build a team, get qualified, be on this first launch DreamTripX, and OMG, you can create your you know, signature DreamTripX, where you are teaching people how to get on the front page of Google with your SEO juicy goodness.
Yes.
Amazing. And same with you, Jeff. Exactly. Like, own the chat GPT space. Like, that's where people are at. That's what people want to learn. Like, it's amazing. Like, there's so much opportunity with this. Like, really, this is niching out DreamTrips to the next level to own your niche. So yeah, I'm
already done.
Super excited. Okay, so I thought that's kind of just a recap. Now questions. So what do you guys need? How can we support you? Obviously, you know, first step is make the decision, declare it, you're going to be there. Second step, if you don't already have one, get your passport so it's ready to rock. Make your big announcement post on social media, and also reach out to the people who you absolutely love, who you would love to come on that trip with you. So that's kind of the first steps. And of course, invite to the presentation that we're going to be sharing at 7 p.m. Brisbane time tonight. So outside of that, oh my gosh, Maria, I love that. Maria,
oh yeah, that is gold.
Feminine empowerment. I freaking that is so in alignment with me. Absolutely love that. Beautiful, amazing.
I actually know a lot of people from my my local church. They're doing a women's soul keeping group. Would really align well with that.
Yeah, absolutely. Beautiful. So any questions, comments, anyone that just want to share, if you've got anything. We'll just open the floor, and otherwise it's time to get to work and go build this as fast as we can.
I just would like to be a little bit honest with everyone.
Yeah.
Not that I'm dishonest. I struggled when we had the $1 promo. So straight away, I had that negative thought of, well, if you didn't do it before, like, what's changed?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just I don't maybe. I will do, I don't know, soul searching, whatever you want to call it. And
Can I jump in here, Kylie?
Yeah, I'll go.
I'm just curious. So, are you a member of DT Plus?
No.
No. Okay. Cool. Highly recommend you look into that. Yeah, like the success mindset coaching that Johnny has given to us to that has been, like, first off, worth its weight in gold by all means. But that's definitely what's kicked me in my ass, got me out of my imposter syndrome and all of that sort of mindset stuff that's got there, and just kicked me into gear in massive action. Like, just that training is second to none when it comes to success mindset stuff. So highly encourage you to look into that.
Yeah. So my it sounds like I'm creating excuse after excuse, which I don't know. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. But I'm not there because of financial reasons. The same as I'm no longer IBO, because when I joined, it was like, oh, I get 4 people and you don't pay your membership anymore. Well, I just really struggled, to sign people up.
Sue, thank you so much for your honesty and being authentic and vulnerable. And I really acknowledge you, because there are going to be so many other people who are in the same space. Yep. So firstly, thank you. And once you acknowledge something, it obviously all the resources pour into you to then give you the solution. So 100% agree with Jeff on the plus and the mindset stuff, because it's mindset, right? That's
100%.
Yeah. And the other thing that, from all the training that we've done together, is you can literally switch your mindset like that. Like, it's literally a decision. It's switch it. Yeah. And how you're feeling is completely normal. And, I think whilst the $1 promo was amazing, and like, if we just go back to that $1 promo, in that first 3 weeks, we put in 400 plus people in our team. Like, that was insane. The number of people we put in 3 weeks. This is going to be bigger, because the biggest challenge that we had with the $1 promo is people going, oh, it sounds too good to be true. Like, you're getting all of that value for $1. Like, how is that even possible? And so there are a lot of people, and when it's $1 to get in, it's very different caliber of people, and the stickability is just not there. So what we have right now and the value that we now have in our membership is next level. But the other thing that I would say for Sue, for you, and for anybody who's watching this on the replay, is the biggest mistake that people make with this is trying to do it on their own. And trying to have the conversations on their own. Yeah. And, I know when Jeff first started, he went down that route and, went and did it his way. And, how did you go with that, Jeff?
I recruited 10 people in 12 months.
And what happened?
I had to come to Kylie and eat some humble pie and go, okay, Kylie, I could see you having massive success with this. What am I doing different that I need to do? And I had to, first of all, Sue, I really want to encourage you that and just recognize that you're still here, right? Because that's what was me. Like, that was exactly me, 12 months in, just, down and out a little bit frustrated with it. And once again, thank you very much for being vulnerable. I truly appreciate your heart for that. And I had to do the same thing to Kylie, exactly what you're doing right now. I wasn't brave enough to do it on a live call like this, so you kudos to you.
Next level.
just own it, right? And this is the first step. AA, they're part of they've got their 12-step program, right? Their first step is admitting to it that you've got an issue or a challenge, and you've just taken the first step. So well done. And yeah, really, really like be present to that, like recognize that, because that to ask for help is one of the hardest things, seems to be for us humans. And I really acknowledge that.
True.
Yeah. So, you've taken that first step, and that's what I had breakthrough in that space by owning that. And I just had to humble myself. And look, I truly believe that like what I'm doing right now and what Kylie's done, and I'm just doing it my way, it's a skill. Anybody can master a skill, and some things are just really starting to go from my head to my heart at the moment. And one of the big things there is I was always taught, to ride horses as a kid. And an old bushman said to me then, it's really relevant, really present right now. He used to say to me that, Jeff, you don't know how to ride a horse until you've fallen off 100 times. So go and learn how to fall off 100 times. And so you just admitted to falling off a few times.
We need to get 100 no's.
Yeah, like just get out there and just, fall in love with the process, not the results. And that was the big shift for me as well. It's like, okay, right, I know that this works. I've seen others have success with this. I've just got to detach myself from that end result and just go and have 500 conversations. Just go get 100 no's.
Yeah.
Because the law of averages is in 100 no's, you're bound to get a few yeses. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
and just the magic in what Jeff just shared of falling in love with the process and not being attached to the result. We are in the business of having heart-to-heart connected conversations.
That's where I was going. Yeah, that's the skill that we've got to master, right?
We've got to love people. Like, Sue, you have one of the biggest hearts out of everyone that I know. And it's about having those heart-to-heart connected conversations, because every single person on the planet is dealing with something. Every single person on the planet has this burning desire for more. And our job is to have a heart-centered, connected conversation to find out what is that painful problem or challenge, what's hurting them right now. Because when we can understand what's hurting someone else, hey, guess what? DreamTrips just happens to be the solution for so many things, right?
Right. And Les Brown said it so beautifully on our DTA Plus calls this morning. 24 hours ago, or whatever. He said we've got to speak to serve, not speak to sell. And I feel that when you change the mindset and the heart around that, and like there's two ways to sell people. We can either manipulate them into action, or we can inspire them to take action. And my stance, my posture, my stand on this right now is it's a disservice if I don't at least give people the opportunity to check this out for themselves. If I've gone through and built a connection, built a relationship with them, and I know that they've got a painful problem, and I don't at least lead the horse to water, it's a disservice, because that's that servant-hearted leadership, and then look, I'm responsible to my process. I'm responsible to showing this opportunity to people. How they respond, that's their game. I'm here to bless people. I'm here to serve people. And I think that shift in that mindset too around sales, it's a big game changer in itself.
Definitely. And Sue, not everyone's going to say yes. And some people are going to get upset, and I'm going to share my beautiful bestie who you also know and love, KB. She joined with me originally in the old company, under WV. And she was one of the people who quit and, went all funny and, we kind of went our separate ways. And this is someone who, as you know, is like my best friend, my soul sister in the world. And she actually apologized to me last night. She just went, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." She said, "I just had no idea." But I had to trust in the process. And I remember I was devastated because, she's just such a special person in my world. But I stayed the course. I went on a gazillion dream trips. It was all over social media. I didn't quit. And now she's back and been on a bunch of dream trips and freaking loves it. So, and sponsored you, Sue.
Yeah, absolutely.
And here's the other lesson too that it's come to front too is Kylie, how long ago did you present dream trips to me?
8.5 years ago.
It's all about just planting seeds, right? So
Jeff said
Kylie,
no, because it wasn't the right time.
That Kylie just planted a seed in my heart. And that seed, she just did her thing, right? And blessed and released me. And that seed just, it took 8 years, or it took 7 years because I've been on it for a couple of years now. It took some time for that seed to germinate until it was the right time for them to go, okay, yep, we're ready to grow. And that's all we're doing is we're just planting seeds. Yeah. And if we plant enough seeds, the harvest will be very bountiful.
And really, I just see like, I see this business is so freaking simple. Like, become a professional Facebook friend getter. So add as many people onto your Facebook page as you can, and then go on DreamTrips and share it on social media. And then people will eventually come to you and go, oh my gosh, like, Celestine, have you and I met in person? Have we been on a dream trip together? Like, how did you find me? Social media, right? Yeah. So you just got to be consistent and, people will come forth. Now, obviously right now with this promo, we've got a finite time. We literally got 4 weeks. And yes, you can do the attraction marketing and, build your brand, but it does take some time.
It's a long-term game.
So for you, like with what you do for your clients on SEO and lead generation, you can do that with your eyes closed. So I would suggest let's look at how we can create the leads, because you're the queen of that.
Yep.
And then feed them to me and let me serve you. Like, let me be the voice. Like, all you got to do is introduce and edify me, and then let me go to work for you. And, we can totally build this, babe. We absolutely can.
That sounds like a game plan.
Yeah. And Kylie, what's really come to the front here for me right now is you and I really need to host a few calls, just teaching people the 5 basics and teaching them how to master these basics. Go out there and create curiosity. Go out there and get people engaged with you. Go out there and pique their interest. Share the tool, and just follow up with that and have a conversation and getting the edification and the 3-way chats happening. And that's as simple as this whole game is just master those 5 basics and then just rinse and repeat and do it bigger and better and faster.
Yeah. And look, something that I'm working on with Outta too is a 30-day launch plan for our brand new members. So it's basically the step-by-step system for success, your first 30 days of how to get your floor and get your fees waived within your first month. And it's a step-by-step, 1 action every day for 30 days. If you want to fast track it and do it all in a day, absolutely. Each one of the steps will be between 5 and 15 minutes, everything that you need in the first 30 days and nothing that you don't. So really stripping it back, making it super simple. We've created a Trello board. We're just in the process of creating the step-by-step system with videos and stuff like that. But, we'll be ready to launch that. I'm going to say in the next 48 hours. Jeff, hold me accountable.
That's a big call. Let's do it. We need it. We so need it.
But yeah, we're really excited to put that together. So we'll have that ready super, super soon, which is obviously perfect timing for this launch as well.
Yeah, that sounds really good.
Yeah. And look, we're always pivoting, adjusting. We're doing bigger and better things. And we're always looking how to fill the gaps. And I feel like this promotion has just brought a new sense of life, a new fire to the game. And now we're building on the shoulders of our foundations and shoulders of giants. So we're just going to play a bigger, better game.
Yeah. Beautiful. So Sue, let's go.
Let's go.
There's that conviction.
I'm a bit excited for you to come to Cancun with us, babe.
Do you know where I'm not going today?
To work?
To bed.
Bed. Yeah, I think I'm a little bit too excited for that.
Yeah,
I'm second coffee and it's 4:25 a.m.
Yeah,
I'm on my
get up
fourth.
and put my clothes on and go to my computer.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I'm there with you, babe. So it's all good.
Yeah. And actually, just another little reminder too. I actually did a little Facebook reel on this yesterday, and I think it's very timely for this conversation too. The more that we believe in ourselves, the more that we believe in our product and service, the more that we believe in our company, and the more that we believe that we're just doing good and blessing others, the more passionate, the more convicted, the more posture we have. And people buy from people who have posture and conviction and passion, right?
Yeah.
People don't buy to people who are like, I'm not sure about this thing. I'm just like, I'm part of it and I'm doing it. Like, we've really got to present ourselves with that leadership of that charismatic air. And that only comes from having your core beliefs in place.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Excuse me. And your energy and excitement, Sue, like this is going to be your third dream trip. So every time I see you on a dream trip, like when I saw you in Fraser, I think you came up to me about 10 times, just going, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Like, this is amazing. I'm never going to go any other way.
Share that.
And then you know, with Sundays, like I saw you and Andy, someone who you had never met, who you connected with through Dream Trips, and you two were like freaking twin sisters, like best, like just totally like having the best time together. And I'm just like, I kept saying to Kath, I kept elbowing, going, look at these two. Oh my God, I love these two. Because that was good. Beautiful friendship that was born out of Dream Trips.
Yeah.
If you weren't part of this community. So that's two amazing things. And now to be sharing that you're going to Cancun and you're going to qualify for a free trip that's worth 7,500 Aussie dollars. Like, if those three things aren't enough to get you excited, I don't even know what's going to get you excited.
Yeah. And I love that. And I'm just relating to the whole, like, I really feel that this is our secret ingredient. Like the big thing that just separates us from everybody else out there. It's our community. You know, it's our people. And I get blown away. Like, Sue, we met each other at Fraser Island. Yeah. And we connected pretty well and got off on a house on fire. And you know, my boys were there and
geeking out.
we were. Yeah, SEO, marketing language. Like, it's great to talk the same language with someone. It can actually interpret what I'm talking about. But you know, that aside too, but everybody was there. Like, you all know the story with what happened with Harrison, like literally a week later.
Yeah.
I've just been blown away by the amazing support. I've had nearly everybody who was on that trip reach out to me individually and just asking, how's Harrison going? Like, and this is now he's going, what, 2 months?
Including Mark and Tammy Smith.
Yeah. And Mark and Tammy Smith were going to refund my Punta Cana trip.
Wow. Yeah.
You know, because they just knew what we're going through. Like, this is our CEO of the company. Like, they're giving away this trip. Like, they're not making any money on this Cancun trip.
It's going to cost them. This is a massive
investment. It's a huge investment into the trip, into the club.
Yeah.
Like, and so to have the generosity and like, you know, leadership, you know, it always spills down, right? And I just feel that, you know, the DNA of the club it all starts with Mark and Tammy's DNA, and that's why they've attracted the people that they've attracted to them. But I love our family that we have here, that we've been on, you know, Fraser Island, and you know, unfortunately I couldn't get to Whitsundays because of Harrison's health problems, but like, I'm just so grateful for like the support and the community that, you know, have surrounded us around that challenge. And then also, not just for me, like watching you guys support Kylie through Zach's challenges. Like, where else do you get that?
Yeah,
exactly.
So these are the stories that we really need to be putting out there on social media. You know, I really feel that, like, if we share from this heart, we'll attract people who want to have heart-to-heart conversations with us.
Yeah. And just on that, Jeff, tonight, can I invite you to actually share that part of your story? Would be amazing. And
that's the evolution of it.
For you, like with those 3 key points, like, would love you to share that on our presentation tonight as well, so that we can capture that. And then that's a tool, a resource that we can use for our team. But you're going to be on that presentation. You can share that presentation with your people. Yeah. So, you know, that's a big deal. So that's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Divine timing, right? Everything's just coming up. Aces, let's do this.
Yeah, so is. All right, guys. Well, look, I think we probably just should wrap this call up. And I have a beautiful lady, hopefully, to get started. Is that a yes?
I love it. Let's go. Let's go.
You'll be the first person that we've signed up in our new promo. How exciting!
Right. Go get your 3. Let's do it and get you to Cancun.
let's get you there, beautiful lady. That would be amazing.
Yeah, definitely.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
Awesome. All right, guys. Well, look, love you. I'm so excited, Sue Cooper, for you to come to Cancun with us, babe.
I feel like Sue Cooper's going, watch this space. I feel like she's just about to break out. That's my prediction. I can see the writing on the wall.
And Sue, just on that, I know you're part of Cass' team as well. I had a big chat to KB last night, and she's on a mesh with this too, this promo. So let's all of us link arms together and work together.
Yeah,
running buddies.
Yeah.
All right. I will be in your inbox very shortly.
I love it when you're in my inbox, Sue Cooper.
I'm on my way.
I'll throw it out there, Sue. I'm always open here to help too as well. So reach out.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Amazing.
All right. Look, I look forward to seeing you on our call, Celestina.
Yeah.
Look forward to getting to know you better. So thank you very much for jumping on this call. It's been a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah.
And
you.
Actually, before we wrap up, I actually would love for you to share, beautiful, because you and I jumped on a call a couple of days ago and you shared your vision with me. So would love for you to just really quickly, because I think it's just a perfect way to wrap up the call. So you were part of our original WV crew. We weren't connected personally. We didn't know each other. So part of our Blue family. And then obviously we've connected and would just love, and I know you're currently part of a different travel company, one of those ones that Mark was talking about on the big announcement call. And you've been messaging me and asking 50 gazillion questions, which I love your questions over the last few days to make sure that this is a good fit for you to move from where you are to back, welcome you back home to
cool.
DreamTrips. But yeah, I'd just love you to share, just to kind of wrap up the call, what was your vision and that you shared with me?
Well, I'm a single mum of 4 boys. The 3 eldest ones, they've moved out. So I've just got my youngest one, who's 9, at home. And because I'd unfortunately been through domestic abuse, having gone through the system, there were some things that, I was obviously grateful to have that support there, but there were things I felt needed to be done differently. The extra support that women need to be able to turn them from survivors into thrivers. So a bit like what Kylie was saying, we've kind of got the same vision of helping people change their lives for the better, because it is a demoralizing situation to come out of. But this was 6 years ago and I'm still plugging away. But yeah, no, my vision is to actually help more women like myself, especially if they're single mums, because I can relate to that. It's hard enough when it's a single woman that's gone through that abuse, but when you've got children as well, it's very, very tough, because you have to show them that you're strong. You have to show them that, you have to not necessarily put the past behind, because you can't change what's happened, but just to show them that whatever happens, you pick yourself up and you kind of move on from it. But yeah, just to be able, and that's what I feel that DTI is going to help me with. So yeah.
Yeah, it gives us a vehicle.
Yeah.
It gives us the way that financially we can give back. Like, my password, I've shared it before. Anyone who breaks into my house, they're going to know my password. $1 million months, that's my password. That's my vision. And it's not about the money. It's about how many people can I help if I've got a passive income. Like, we can max out our comp plan on $2 million a month. $2 million a month. Like, that's insane what we can create with this. And I believe when we lead with our heart and we look at, it's not about the money, but, the impact that we can make, the amount of people that we can serve. And, Jeff, as you said, in the words of Les Brown today, speak to serve, don't speak to sell. For us to be able to create that kind of an income, to be able to leave a legacy, and your legacy might be something different. It might be something to do with the environment, or, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. But for all of us to be able to create that type of income to set ourselves free, but to then be able to give back in the area that, that we're called to in our hearts, you know, that's what this is about. And I just feel truly blessed that, you know, we've now got not just a vehicle, but a freaking Ferrari, you know, to not create this in the next 10 years, but to create this in the imminent future, which, which is exciting. So thank you for sharing, beautiful. So grateful and just truly blessed to welcome you back to our DreamTrips family and to be part of our team. It's amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
Awesome. All right, guys. Well, let's get to work. We have literally, the timer is going and we got 28 days.
And for those of you who are watching this live, look, I'd love to know, and I'm sure Kylie would too. What is your why? Share in the comments below. Like, what is your most powerful why that's going to drive you to get out of bed every day and make an impact to the world?
Absolutely. And if you think about what's my why, I love the acronym is what hurts you. So what's hurting you right now, that's your why. That's
I remember the coaching you did on that.
Yeah. A lot of people think their why has to be this huge, big thing, but you know, maybe it's that you can't pay your home mortgage this month. Maybe it's you're behind in your school fees. Maybe it's your kid needs new shoes for school, or they've got a trip to Japan next year and you have no clue how you're going to fund that, or your car's falling apart and you know, you
I have to shoot off, guys. I'll speak to you later, Kylie.
Yeah. Okay, Dylan, we'll do. I'll be in your inbox too. All right, guys. Well, let's wrap up the call and let's really think what hurts you, what drives you, and let's get to work. Thanks, Jeff. Love you. Appreciate you. Thank you, Sue. And big love and hugs to all of you catching the replay. Mwah.
Well, let's go.
Bye.